Yo, good morning. Let me get some stuff set up here. We'll get ready to roll, dude. Let's get it. Another day in the hay, man. Alrighty. How's everybody doing? Let's see. Let me get some music started up and let's get rolling, man. Let's get rolling. Rocket Lab? What's Rocket Lab doing, man? Oh, Rocket Lab up again, dude. Rocket Lab just keeps going up, boys. What do I do? Do I keep holding? Rocket Lab keeps going up. All right, let's see here, man. How's everybody doing? What up, Top 40 Brand, Marbra, Doomslayer Forever, MKC? Let's go, dude. It's time. Market almost hit 30,000 yesterday. It didn't, though. Is it gonna hit it today, man? It got right up there, 29,995. Somebody literally said, what if it turns around at 29,995? And that's exactly what it did. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Hang on. We got to get this thing rolling over here. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah, dude. Rocket Lab's insane, dude. It just keeps going up. It just keeps going up, dude. How's everybody doing, man? Oh, dude, I totally forgot yesterday was Members Monday. So today we're going to do a giveaway for the members. Members giveaway. Forgot. Nobody reminded me about Members Monday yesterday. All right, let's go. Yeah, we're doing a members only Tuesday. You got it. And we're about to get in some chart analysis here. See what happens. Dude, I really want the NASDAQ to hit 30,000. How cool would that be, man? It's got a chance. We do have a gap, though. We've got a gap sitting right down here. Let me turn this off. Look, this is the gap up from yesterday. Got a gap up sitting right here. I'm gonna mark it out with like a purple box or something. So there's the gap from yesterday. New week opening gap. New week opening gap right there. Boom. And then look, we shot up and now kind of rolling back over. Are we gonna go hit the gap? Let me show you how I like to do it. So I start off on the daily time frame, look for, any fair value gaps, probably not any around with that new week opening gap. Then I go over here to the 4-hour time frame. I look to see if there's any, fair value gap. So right here, we're inside of this 4-hour fair value gap right now. So this is a bearish gap. So Are we going to reject this gap and keep on rolling over down here to this new week opening gap? Can everybody hear me? Should be able to hear me. Yo, what's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay, but yeah, you can see we're inside of this bearish 4-hour gap right here. Let me grab this right here. Bearish 4-hour gap. We're inside of it. Are we going to reject it and come down here now? That's the question. So I like to mark these out. 4-hour FVG. Then I'll drop down to like the 1 hour. Same kind of thing. Big old gap right here. That's where we kind of bounce from. And then just kind of work my way down. So I'm kind of leaning more to the downside here, basically, because this looks the most obvious to me. This 4-hour gap, we had this big bearish move down. Now we're just kind of rebalancing, a little bounce back up into this 4-hour gap, and now it looks like we could just keep rejecting. We filled the 4-hour gap. You see it wigged up to the top of it, and now it looks like we can just roll over to at least come tap this new week opening gap down here. That's kind of more where I'm leaning. Even though I want the Nasdaq to hit 30,000, I'm just looking at what the chart's giving me, and we filled this 4-hour bearish gap, and now it looks like we can just come down to tap this new week opening gap. So that looks like the most obvious thing that could happen here. And on the lower time frames, we have some trend line liquidity kind of to the downside. We just swept these highs over here, swept this high right here, and now we have a super, bearish looking inversion to the downside. Honestly, it looks like a bearish inversion, so looks pretty bearish here. So I mean, this would have been a pretty good trade here if you were awake and you knew this 4-hour bearish gap was here. Just filled the gap, and then you get this 4-hour this 1 minute inversion. Nice big bullish gap, inverse it, and then boom, you could have got in short. But yeah, I think it's about to just drop it on down. Some trend line liquidity here. Let's see if it's going to bounce at this trend line. It's kind of tapping the trend line now, so let's see if it's going to bounce right here. See if the trend line is going to hold. How's everybody doing though? What strat am I trading? I use fair value gaps and inversion fair value gaps. No AI indicators here, buddy. Just raw. We do it raw, man. We all raw. Yeah, but this right here would have been a pretty good trade, honestly. If you saw this, pretty good trade coming down here. At least to, I'd say, this low down here would be a pretty good trade. Even though I think it's probably going to go down to that new week opening gap. Probably dropping down here, boys, to the new week opening gap. But you see, this was an inversion after filling this 4-hour fair value gaps. This is how you use the higher time frame fair value gaps, and then your lower time frame is entries. So you see the 4-hour, this is a bearish 4-hour fair value gap. It filled it, tapped into it, filled it, held it, and then boom, you got this inversion on the lower time frames that you could have entered in short on, to come take out some lows, tap into another fair value gap, something like that. That's kind of my style. That's how I trade. You called it at 900 off the 15-minute gap. There you go, bro. Nice trade. Yeah, 15-minute gap right here. There you go. Nice trade, bro. Yep. But dude, how was everybody's Memorial Day, man? I had a good one. Went down to the beach. We're back now though. Back to reality. You're in from the top tick? Let's go, bro. Looks like everybody caught the shorts, dude. I was busy sleeping, man. I was busy sleeping. I couldn't catch the shorts. Everybody else is catching it. Let's see if we get a pullback and then another inversion to the downside, I might be able to catch something. Cause I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm pretty right now I'm thinking we're going down here to this new week opening gap. That's what it looks like to me, at least. We have this 4-hour bearish gap and it looks like we're just gonna reject it, kind of roll over here. These gaps, they love to get at least tapped into. A lot of the times they like to get filled, but it didn't even get tapped into yesterday. So let's see if it's gonna get tapped into today. We have this big new week opening gap, hasn't even been tapped into yet, and it kind of looks like it wants to go there right now. So let's see if it gets a pullback like it's getting now, a pullback and then another inversion to the downside. I can probably get in. Nah, I didn't go to Destin this time. I went to Mexico Beach. It's probably like an hour and a half away from Destin. I usually go to Panama City. It gets crazy in Panama City, man. PCB gets crazy. But this time we went to Destin. Dude, we tried to go eat some seafood one night, and Destin's like a sleepy place, man. Like everybody, like we went out at like 8 o'clock and everything was closed. Tried to go get some food. Everything was shut down. And then we finally found this place to eat. And I'm not kidding, dude. They were out of everything on the menu. You couldn't order anything. They were out of everything. Then finally we found something to order and it took like 3 hours to get the food. 2 hours, something like that. It was like just insane, bro. Wasn't even that good. Still got, oh yeah, dude. I literally just woke up. Gotta get some water in me, dude. Got the jug. Try to finish one of these gallons a day. Yo, Biplo Daz, appreciate the sub right there. Let me set up the giveaway here. It's Members Monday. Well, we forgot to do Members Monday yesterday, so we're doing Members Tuesday. Members of the stream, channel members, are gonna get an entry into the giveaway. Let me get it set up here. Give me just a second. Let's get it set up, man. Yo, appreciate it. Can't see it right now, but appreciate the sub. Let's go. All right, here we go. Channel members, type !! Slade. If you're a channel member, get entered into the giveaway today. Let's get it popping. Let me get this here set up. Where's it at? Text box. Whatever, I won't type that today, but anyway, yeah, channel members, type ! Slade if you're a channel member. Get entered into the giveaway today. Let's see if we get a little pullback, and then I'm still feeling pretty bearish down into this new week opening gap right here based on this 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart's looking pretty bearish right now. So let's see, but the only thing is it's all-time highs, bro, so it's tough to short. in kind of a bind, but if we weren't at all-time highs, this would definitely look like a bearish, you know, price action here. Bearish play to the downside. But let's just see if it keeps grinding up here. Chip says, here we go. It is. It's pumping, dude. Pumping right now. Yo, thanks for the sub. Wolf of Wall Street. Let's go. Let me see if I can fit this on here somewhere. No, I got in trouble last time I typed that. Yep, but members only giveaway today. If you're a member, type !Slade to get entered in. And then let's see if the NASDAQ wants to drop here. You know, look, filled this 4-hour fair value gap, got an inversion to the downside. Maybe it wants to come back up, kind of retest this area up here and then drop it off. It may want to come back up here and then drop it off again. Something like that. It already kind of tapped back in here, but maybe it wants to tap back into this inversion. A lot of the times, once it makes these inversions, sometimes you get this pullback back into the inversion and then it'll have that real drop off. So let's see if that's the case right here. Just sweat this little high right here. It could drop off from, you know, after sweeping this high. So let's see now. But overall, let's see if this thing actually wants to tap this new week opening gap down here. Come on. Come on, come on. Did anybody do anything fun this weekend, man, or did you just relax? Also, did anybody trade yesterday? It was some good, you know, in my opinion, there were some good setups yesterday. A lot of people say don't trade on holidays, but sometimes you get some good price action on the holidays. I didn't take anything. I was hanging out with family, but I looked at the charts. There was actually some good setups. All right, let's see here. Let's see possible entries to the downside. Possible entries to the downside here. We know that 4-hour gap's there. We know that inversion's up there. It's bouncing off the trend line, but look at this here, man. A 15-minute bearish gap it just tapped into right there. So let's see if you didn't get an entry on the shorts, maybe having a possible entry here. 15-minute bearish gap it just tapped into right there. And then entry wise probably wait on this 3-minute down here to get inversed. Three-minute gap down there. Probably enter a short like this right here. If it rolls over. Something like that. If it starts to reject this 15-minute bearish gap and then inverts this 3-minute, looking good to keep dropping, dude. Did I take the clean longs out of the untouched hourly gap? Nah, man, I just woke up. If you're not in the free Discord, man, join up in the free Discord. We're always hanging out in there, having a good time, talking charts and stuff. So come on, man, join up. Join up. Watching this 3-minute gap now, I'm leaning more to the downside. If this 3-minute gets inversed, it could be a good potential for shorts. 3-minute gap right here. If it gets inverse, could be some good shorts. So just waiting for now. London session was good. Let's take a look. While we're waiting here, let's take a look at what happened. Oh yeah, dude. Swept the Asian low right there and boom, popped it up. London session swept the Asian lows, swept the tapped the previous day high, and then got a pop up there. Entry wise, pretty good 3-minute. Pretty good 3-minute right here. All right, let's see. Does it want to roll it over? Does it want to roll it over here? You think we can break these lows? Yep, I do. Tapping into this 15-minute bearish gap. So if you look on the 15-minute time frame, there is a 15-minute bearish gap right here, and basically this acts as a resistance because it's a bearish fair value gap. So it should tap it, and then technically it should roll over. So let's see if that's going to be the case. You see, you got that tap right there. And now we're just waiting on this 3-minute inversion. See if this 3-minute bullish gap gets inversed, then it can come down, break these lows, break more lows down here. But until this 3-minute inverses, it could just grind its way back to the upside. So waiting on this 3-minute bullish gap to get inversed, and then looking like some good shorts to the downside. Do you think short Bitcoin is good? I don't really look at Bitcoin. I got some XRP that I'm just holding, but that's about all I do with crypto. Luckily, I transferred some of that XRP out of my wallet before it just dropped back down. I transferred some out at $1.50, and now it's like $1.38 or something. See, is it gonna roll over? Grinding up right now. Escape the matrix. Yeah, it might want 30K, dude. It may just want to work its way up there to 30K. It may just be leaving that gap. We'll see, man. Let me mark out, dude. 30K is all the way up here. It almost hit it yesterday, but it didn't. 30,000 is right. Let's see if I can tag it somewhere up there. 30,000 sitting right there, dude. Boom. 30,000. Is that where it's headed, boys? Oh, look at that. Oh, snap, dude. What a, oh my goodness. What was that, dude? Holy. Look at the drop off, dude. Oh my gosh. Dumping, dude. What was that? Some kind of news. Wow. Whoa. What was that? What was that, dude? That was crazy. That was crazy. Yo, appreciate the sub. It might, dude. Might be dropping here. The only problem now is that you look, so this technically isn't valid because by the time it'll inverse this this gap down here, it already took out these lows. She has left the building, boys. Left the building. Told you guys it was looking bearish. Thing wants to drop. It wants to drop, dude. It's going after that gap. All right. What was the news? Was there any news? Jerry said, I wasn't in the live, but saw this and had to tap in real quick. Let's go, bro. What, any news? Yeah, I don't know what that was. Crazy drop off right there. Ceasefire violated. Oh, snap. Well, let's see, man. Let's see if it's gonna drop it down here. Still have this new week opening gap sitting down here. That's kind of what I got my eyes on right now. It's about 200 points away, 150 points, but hasn't been tapped into yet. And those new week opening gaps, they love to get tapped into. So we'll see if it'll come get tapped into. Possibly. If you get a short setup down to that gap, it might be worth taking. Charting platform, TradingView. Yeah, man, we're doing Members Monday today. So if you're a channel member, type !Slade to be entered in the giveaway. We forgot to do it yesterday, so we're doing Members Monday today. So if you're a channel member, type !Slade to get entered in there. 10 people entered in right now. Whew. Nah, this is NASDAQ. NQ. NQ, man. Yo, K, we appreciate the sub. Let's go. All right, let's see here. Let's watch this 1 minute time frame. Let's watch this 1 minute time frame here. Got a big old gap sitting right here on the 1 minute time frame. Let's see if it's gonna tap into there and drop off. There it is, tapping into the 1 minute gap now. Is it gonna drop from here? Is anybody in a trade currently? You did it right, Devin. The ! Slade will always be on here. All right, we're about to run the members only giveaway in just a minute. So if you're not in, make sure you are. If you're a member, type ! Slade. If you want to be in the members only giveaway, then join up. It's like $3. We do them every week. I could still see it. Oh, popping back up into this area over here as like a little fake out to the upside. At some point, I could just see it popping up here and then falling off a cliff. It doesn't have to do that though. It could just keep grinding its way down. But dude, best setup would be if it popped up kind of into this BPR area up here and then dropped it. Don't know if that'll happen though, but that would be the best setup. All right, let's run it, dude. Duck race for the members. We're about to run it. Let me grab them all. Duck race. Let's get it, man. Duck race time. We'll do an emoji race today, man. Feeling a little crazy. I'm feeling crazy today. All right. One minute on the clock. Let's get it. Here we go, man. We got the emoji race going on. Oh yeah, dude. Here we go. Here we go. I'm chilling back here, dude. I'm gonna win this thing, boys. Come on. Come on, dude. I got my tongue out. Oh, snap. I'm just hanging out with my tongue out, dude. Hanging out with my tongue out. Final 10 seconds here. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, somebody's coming up right here. Somebody's coming up from behind. Bib. Look at Bib, dude. He's smirking. Oh, Doomslayer. Doomslayer forever. Let's go, bro. Doomslayer forever. Members Monday. Winner. Heck yeah. Let's go, dude. Message me right here in this Discord. I'm gonna post it in the giveaways channel. Just reply back to this and I'll get that account over to you, bro. Appreciate you for being a member. Let's go. Boom. Economic calendar. Let's see, man. Medium impact news at 10 o'clock today. Some medium impact. Yes, sir, bro. Congrats. Congrats. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Jado just messaged in the Discord. Got in a short from the top. It's a good entry right there. Media in the Discord posted a good short also. Everybody catching the shorts, dude. Heck yeah. Everybody catching the shorts. Oh yeah, dude. Nice trade. Never get rid of the economic calendar. Hey, it's in there, brother. It's in there. Looks like it's kind of just accumulating right here. Accumulating. See, like I could see it. Like that's why I said I could see it popping back up into this area right here. See it accumulate. It kind of did have a wick higher right here, but I could just see it kind of accumulating right here, then getting a pop up and then a drop off again. And that's why this like BPR area up here would be a really good entry if it could pop it back up there. On the 5 minute, it looks like it's just accumulating here. You got the highs, you got the lows. Is it gonna pop above the highs, tap into this BPR area, and then drop it off? That's kind of best entry I'd be looking for if you want to get a re-entry if it's gonna drop off. What's a BPR? It's where a bullish and a bearish fair value gap, they line up. It's where they overlap. So a BPR, you can see this is the This is the bullish gap right here on this 5-minute time frame. Bullish gap, and then you've got a bearish gap sitting right here. So the BPR, if you drag both of these over, it's you see how right here in this middle, this darker area, that would be your BPR. It's where they overlap and there's no wicks at all. So this dark area, you can see the top of it's right here, bottom's right there, and it's just where you drag these over and the wicks don't touch either one of them. And it's just a super strong fair value gap pretty much. So see if it'll tap that BPR and drop it off. The way to draw it without that is you just kind of look, you say, hey, here's the bullish gap, here's the bearish gap. So the bearish is right there, okay, and the bullish is right here. Well, it's higher right here, so boom, that would kind of be your BPR area right in there. That's your BPR. I mean, yeah, dude. So it's kind of like that head and shoulders pattern. This one don't really have a shoulder, but it does it a lot on the head and shoulders pattern. And it's one of my favorite entries actually. So when you get that retrace kind of into that BPR area. So a lot of the times, especially on head and shoulders, you'll see like a so you get, let me see if I can draw it. So like on a head and shoulders, it kind of looks like this. You get, boom, there's your shoulder, there's your head, and then right here you'll kind of make your other shoulder, and it'll tap into that BPR a lot of the time. So right in here will kind of be your BPR level, and it'll come back up, tap into this BPR, and then drop it off. And that's where you're, you know, if you ever seen a head and shoulders pattern, a lot of the times it's the best inversions. And this is one of my favorite patterns because if you're entering an inversion from the top up here, it's a little more risky. But if you enter right here, this is a really great, you know, short entry with more confirmation, and it's tapping into a BPR. You know, these just have a higher win rate that I've seen from the inversion trades. Dennis, it really just depends. So if you know, it depends on the risk reward. So you could either, so once we tap into here, if we get an inversion to the downside, you could place your stop loss on if a candle closes back above the inversion, or, you know, the recent swing high. So it's going to form a swing high up here, and then you could place your stop loss at the swing high. If you like, that's the way to get really tight risk reward ratios. Bro, just drawing lines for fun? Yes, sir. That's what I do. I gotcha. Let me drop it. There you go. Or you can, if it's easier, you can click the link in my bio to join it too. The Discord. You're trading. I've been trading since 2018. Been trading live on YouTube for 3 years, but been trading total since 2018. Yeah, bro, I've been trading a while. Strategy was a little different back in 2018, but hey, it's always kind of been like that though. Like I've always kind of been a similar trading styles, but entry model has changed over the years. Yeah, I only trade in Q. I used to trade gold, but I mean, I don't really have to, dude. I look for like 1 or 2 trades a day, and I've gotten pretty comfortable on the NQ, so just been trading it mainly. Every now and then I'll take a trade on gold, but for the most part, it's just NASDAQ. What was the very first strat you used to get your first payout? I think it was the orb. The orb strategy got my first payout. Dude, but the orb, it'll work for a few, days or weeks. You got to know how to trade the orb, because a lot of times the orb will fake out. So you just gotta understand how to trade it. Usually that first move on the orb is a fake out. What's up, Divine? Nah, I don't really use the orb. I look at it, but I don't use it. I mean, I watched the opening ranges. Like, let me see if I had it on here for a minute. Yeah, 15-minute orb right there. Let's look at it. Yesterday's ain't gonna really matter, but 15-minute orb here. You see? Look, it kind of went up and then boom, faked it out, went back to the downside. But I mean, yesterday's wouldn't really matter. So let's look at a lot of the times that first one's a fake out, though. I will say that. All right, look at this. This one kind of was a nice retest a little bit. Went above the orb, then it retested it right here, boom, and bounced up. But it does a lot of fake outs, so a lot of the times I would play the fake out. So whatever side it went up to, I would look for a short kind of back down toward the top of the orb. So like you see how it likes to bounce off of the top of the orb. If it came out above the orb, I would look for a short back down to it. And you can use inversions that way too. That's how I started kind of trading inversions. I would trade inversion fair value gaps back towards the orb. Here's another one right here. But you see, usually it fakes out, kind of fakes out to the bottom and then went all the way back up. So usually the first move out of the orb is a fake out. Let's see, dude. Is it gonna get this pop up here? Is your strategy based on daily bias? I mean, no, not really. you gotta think, dude. I trade on the 1 to 5 minute time frames. The daily bias doesn't matter really too much. I mean, it's good to know the daily bias, but when you're trading on the smaller time frames, the daily bias doesn't really matter. I mean, it can give you a little bit of confidence, but you know, like if whatever the daily candle is going to go right now, it's already went up, you know, a few hundred points. It can come back down a few hundred points, and before it finally makes its real move, and that can be enough to stop you out multiple times. So I don't worry about the daily chart too much. I look at it because, you know, if I do have a daily bias, it can, you know, add to the confluence a little bit, but Alrighty, boys. I'm about to head off of here. I'm about to head off and take a little break and then get ready to trade the New York session. So we will see, man. I'm gonna come back in an hour, see if we're dropped off or if we're headed toward 30,000 up here. We're either gonna head toward 30,000 or we're gonna drop it off toward this new week opening gap. Those are the only pretty much two options I see for today. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, man, hope everybody has a great day. I'm about to head out. If you want to trade with me in the New York session, you can trade for free for 7 days. Just, you know, find the link, and I'm about to head out, boys. Hope you have a good day. I'll see you. Peace.